Alright, so in the city, when the weather becomes nice and everything starts melting, people like to complain about their cars getting dirty. Well, this is what we do on the homestead when things start to melt. Alright, yes, it is a dirty job, but let me ask you one question. Has your finger ever poked through the toilet paper? If so, it's not that gross because you and I are no different than these animals here. And in fact, their manure helps us grow our food more nutritiously. Now, this is a way that we do our permaculture gardens, and this is actually organic fertilizer. And with the things going on in the world, I don't have to tell you that it's getting more expensive. So fertilizer actually has gone up 50%. So this is what we're going to be doing for our fertilizer for the years to come. Not only is it cheaper, but it's more natural. Now, the different types of manure I have in here are 3 types, and I also add a 4th substance, which I'll tell you at the end that you might not know of. Now, the first one we have is chicken manure, and chicken manure you have to let cool down because it's considered hot. And what you have to do is just let it compost for a few months, or let it actually cool down in temperature. So what I did is I'm just gonna leave it here, and over the winter I've been doing that, and that's why this pile is so high, is there's been more and more manure. Now it's in March, so I won't be planting anything till about June. So this is the last batch of chicken manure I'll be putting here. It'll be cooled down by then, and it'll be good to use. Plus I'll be spreading this around the other 4 gardens that I have as well. The good thing about chicken manure is that it is high in nitrogen and really helps your plants get the energy they need right off the bat. It's also rich in phosphorus and calcium. Now, the rabbit poop in here that we have, it does not need cooling down, same with the goat manure as well. So it's also higher in nitrogen than chicken manure, and it also has a lot of potassium in the manure itself. So with the potassium, it helps the fruit quality of your fruits or vegetables that you have in whatever you're growing, and it also helps the disease reduction in your garden as well. So that's another benefit of rabbit manure. The third one is goat. It also has the same benefits as rabbit. It's considered a cold manure. It's also got all the same nutrients, but it also helps with water absorption and oxygen reach your plants because it helps with the texture of the soil. So that's another thing that is good with the goat manure. And if you're looking at the wood shavings in here, the wood shavings came from the chicken coop, and I also just throw that in there. There's no sense in separating it. You put it in there, it all composts, and it's going to be really great for your garden. Now, the 4th and final product that I put in this here, and I've been doing it all winter, and this is something that you can utilize also in the cities if you don't have access to manure like this, and that is ashes. So these ashes are straight from our fireplace. When we clean it out, I don't have to let it cool down or anything. I just simply toss it on there, and that'll break down. Excuse the dust, but there's really a lot of great benefits when it comes to ashes. So ashes is great for neutralizing the soil's acidity. And it's got a lot of trace elements of potassium, magnesium, zinc, and things of that nature. Now, the trace minerals that are in wood ash, it all depends on the type of wood that you're burning. So if you're using a very hard wood, that'll have a lot more nutrients and minerals than any of your softwoods would have. So if you're looking to utilize ashes and you have a choice, always go with the harder wood, because not only is the harder wood better for burning efficiency, but again, it has more nutrients in the soil, and who doesn't like hard wood? So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.